Hello, everyone. My name is Ashley Abenthali, and today for the training, I'm going to be teaching you guys a couple of different suppliers that you may have heard of before, or maybe have not. I'm going to explain the different types of suppliers that we have in this training. They will all have some same of the kind of purposes like trips in general, tours, this, that. But then I'll also go in details the benefits that they have and different stuff that they offer per supplier. So we're going to go ahead and get started, but I will say before I do this, I'm not going to show how to register with each one of these suppliers because that will take a very long time. But I will tell you that for most of these suppliers, I'm going to go to the website to show you guys in general what it should look like. But most of them, if you type in the supplier and then type in travel agent portal or travel agent login, it'll bring you to the website to do the registration. Most of the suppliers, they don't have anything weird about them like Royal Caribbean does or anything like that. All you need is the IATA number, which you should already have, in order to register for the suppliers. Okay. If you guys need the IATA number and you're in this training live, shoot me a message here. I will gladly write it out for you. Or even if you are watching this later on and you need it, just send me a message and I can hook you up with the IATA number. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. So like an overview, like I said, I'm going to show you guys some uncommon suppliers, the description, and then we're going to go through kind of like a tour of each of the suppliers. I've already registered with all of them, so I'll be able to show you guys how to use them and kind of the benefits that they have. Starting with the first one, how many of you guys have heard of Culture Holidays? Has anybody heard of Culture Holidays just yet? Culture Holidays is going to be one of the first ones that we go over. Yes, no. All right, awesome. So you'll see that lately they've been dropping a lot of training for culture holidays that are provided by the vendor itself. So if you ever see one of those, feel free to hop on. But in those trainings, they're going to teach you basically how to book with them. So it's pretty cool that, we kind of need that, right? You've heard from Coach Val. That's great. So yeah, she uses it a lot actually. So that would make sense. So culture holidays, let's go ahead and get into it. They do tours, group tours, trips, group trips, fam trips, and private and special occasion trips. And then, sorry. Let me go ahead and close out of that. And then let's go into it. Now, like I said, how I get into most of these vendors is going to be like this. See how it says, oh, there you go. Culture holidays, agent login. Anytime I'm looking for a vendor and I can't find whatever I need, I will just click in that travel agent login to find it. Okay. None of these vendors are going to be really in the back office under the preferred suppliers. I think Trafalgar is on there. Is one of them we're going over, but that's not it. But for the most part, you won't see any of these vendors in the back office. Okay. So, okay, I am here. Let's go ahead. Maybe later. Now, I will tell you, when signing up with them, they do require a selfie. So be prepared for that. And then when they do the bookings, the booking company itself is actually in India. So it'll let you know that before you do a booking, that you will see the payment that's coming from India. Okay. So heads up on that. But let me show you why we use them. Look at these prices. Okay. Book two, get two free. They have a magnificent India trip. Fascinating Bali trip is $5.99. Dashing Dubai trip. I mean, these are pretty good. Like this in general, Dubai is like very, very expensive, so it's half off. You can create flyers. You can earn up as much as you want. So you can add in as many, like say if you want to charge more, you can do that. You can also do fam trips through them, which we'll talk about. You manage your bookings, and then you see this part where it says create a website. So you can have a website with them, but I will tell you that you have to do $200 in bookings in order to get that website. So once you go ahead and you do that booking worth 200, which obviously can be done very quickly. Once you do that, you do get to have your own website through them too, and it does look really nice. So feel free to do that. If you scroll down, they'll have where they have an academy, but here's all your fam trips. So fam trips are going to be for us, for those who don't know. They're not bad prices. Like the 8 days, 7 nights in Dubai for $1,000 is cheap. Okay. So let's talk about like what's included. Most of you guys should know about tours in general or trips. like this, they'll include normally the hotel. So you can see this one. What does this one include? Sure. You can create a flyer for them. So if you want to, like, just straight from the itinerary, create a flyer, what to pack, the dates and rates. It has it all in here. So this is kind of nice. Because a lot of times we have to put this together ourselves. So they'll tell you, like, see here, city tour of Dubai, a dinner cruise, buffet at the hotel, and they'll go in details on what's included for each one. No, use your own business name. Only time when you guys are registering, if it says agency name, then that's Archer. But if it says anything other than that, register for as yourself. Okay. It'll say either agent or agency. But a lot of this you'll do registration for yourself because we're branding ourselves, but we're using Archer's IATA number. Okay. So as you can see, like for me, mine says travel with Ash, Ashley Alvin. That's all me. All right. So that is Culture Holidays. Do you guys have any questions about them? They're pretty cool. These are a really good way if you guys want to do tours, fam trips, y'all want to go explore the world. This is definitely who I would use. They have different, you can make your own tour if you want. You don't have to use what they have, but they have just really good things in here for you guys to be able to sell. And the prices are pretty amazing. Okay. So let's move on to the next one. That's the first one. Go back in here. All right. So we have culture holidays. Oh, repeat the condition for register. There's no conditions. You just need the IATA number. In order to register with them, you just need your IATA number. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The selfie. It'll tell you when you get through the registration. They like to verify who you are, so they ask you to take a photo of yourself. Um, I didn't know that at first. I didn't remember that, but once one of my agents went through it, yeah. So be prepared for that. Get your face ready before you go, before you log in with them. All right. So next one, Viking river cruises. So let's talk about them. I have been here for over a year and a half, and I've always heard of them, but I didn't know what they were. But these are actually really, really popular. Um, and I like them because they actually will give you an affiliate link too, and I'll show them to you in a second. But they're really popular for couples and sometimes older people. It's no more popular area for this. But they do ocean and rivers and expeditions. So basically, ocean and river cruises. They go to Europe, Asia, Mississippi, and Egypt. Okay, so let's go take a look at them now. Surprisingly, once if you get into the right group with the Viking River cruises, if you can get the right group of people, you can sell groups and groups of this because normally when people go on cruises, they don't like to go by themselves. So one of my agents just kind of, met with a group that she knew before and presented the idea of a river cruise and was able to sell vast amounts of cruises. I think she sold $33,000 in 1 month just off of Viking River cruises. So you can definitely do so. Okay. But you guys just have to kind of think outside of the box when it comes to stuff like that. All right, so let's go here. Now, same thing with this one. All you need for registration, you just need the IATA number. Very easy to register for. But like I said, if I went through all these registration, we'd be here for a while. But just type in Viking River Cruises travel agent portal, and then it will bring you to it. Now, I like them too because they have a learn and earn. So if you guys do their academy, you earn stuff towards it, like rewards and stuff. Sometimes higher commission. So just take a look at that. And then they have, of course, the making the booking. They have a lot of good marketing stuff that you guys can use. And then there's your affiliate link that you can use as well. All right. So they do, like I said, cruises, ocean cruises, river cruises. Their kind of idea is to kind of not necessarily just the cruise that's the big deal here. It's more so where you're going. So that's kind of their focus. I will tell you that they are a little expensive. Okay, they're a little bit pricier than your typical Carnival cruise, but you just have to keep in mind of everything that's included compared to a Carnival cruise when you're doing this booking. Okay. And a lot of people actually know about them, even though I did not. A lot of people do know about them, so feel free to kind of get that out there about these, and you'd be surprised how many people want to book. So I already have this on my website, but I want to show you guys real quick. I think it's just the regular one. Where's mine? Oh, there it is. So this is my actual affiliate link. You can see Contact Travel Dash has my phone number. They have complimentary brochures, cruises, ships, why, all of that. So that's pretty cool. And they can find the cruise. Now I will tell you that I don't know, I don't think it'll do the booking. I think it's going to refer them back to you. I don't think it'll do the booking itself because it says the contact part. So at least you can kind of give them an idea of what they want to look at. Plus, I wouldn't let them book it on their own anyways. Make sure you take over that booking so you can fix everything. All right. Is there any questions on here about Viking Ribbon Cruises? They do a lot of yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have a question, Desiree? Um, but yeah, they do a lot of commercials. I believe it. I didn't realize how popular they were until I actually got invested in here and I was like, wait a minute, these are cool, right? All right. Well, if you have a question, just let me know. Okay. Are we in-house agent or outside or hosted? Uh, is that exactly how it's worded? In-house agent, outside or hosted? Well, we're not in-house. Is there anyone that says from home or take a picture of it and see if you can post it in here and show it to me? Because that's why I don't go through the red. We're hosted. Oh yeah. You know what? They're right. Mark Johnston, thank you. When they put the question like that, it totally throws me off. Yes, we have a host agency. So that would be Archer. So yes, posted. You were right. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you. All right, let's go through the next one. That's why I try not to do the registration through here because I don't remember every single question off the top of my head. But I totally understand that there will be questions. Completely. Registrations are never fun. You know that. All right. Next one that we're going to talk about is Project Expedition. So the reason why I bring them up, I know they're not the most commonly used, and they're maybe not unpopular either. But for me, I realized that I've had kind of some issues with Viator lately. We're not very sure right now if they're paying cash or paying credit. I've had agents that booked with them recently and said they only got paid credits. And then I've heard other people saying they get paid cash. So with the uncertainty of that, I decided to try and find something that was a little bit better. I met with a couple of, of our business partners that we work with, and Project Expedition seems to be like the best solution. They do pay the 10%, just like Viator. They do have an affiliate link, just like Viator. They have way more options than Viator, which is pretty cool. But basically, it's the same thing. Okay, so if you know what Viator is, you know what Project Expedition is. It's just I know they pay cash. So that's why I started using them instead of Viator until we get clarity. I think Viator is going through some updates right now. So I'm sure they'll release what they're doing before the next year. So let's look at Project Expedition. You just booked a wow. What is that word? Kilimanjaro hike? Okay, let's just say you booked a hike because that was a lot. Through this vendor, they have great options. Yeah, they do. I agree. I like Project Expedition. I like it better than Viator, but I think with Viator, people are so used to seeing it. It's a mountain. Okay, that's good to know. So I think people are so used to seeing Viator, so they kind of get scared to go away from it. But make sure you guys are, getting paid for your bookings. I would really hate, especially if it was one of my agents, that they did a booking and then come to find out it's they get credits, and that's not cool. We don't want that. So make sure you guys are getting paid cash. Make sure you read everything, and make sure it's set up the right way. Okay, so this is Project Expedition. I'm already logged in. And here's the destinations, guys. Look at this. Compared to Viator, they ain't got nothing on Viator. Look at this. Look at all this. That's a lot. All right. The activities, they have all kinds of stuff. Okay. There's a ton of stuff in here. You can do transfers, private transfers, which are the best. Nice. All right. Shore excursions. That's something that Viator is not very common for. But now here's the thing. I will tell you, because I've been here for a while. Be careful with shore excursions. I don't really ever book shore excursions outside of the vendor itself. Some people use venture ashore, which you can totally do too. But just be careful with excursions because if they're not ran with the cruise line, sometimes the times do not match with the cruise line. So I have seen it to where if it's canceled or if something happens, like there's no money back, there's no way to hold them accountable because they're not with the cruise line itself. So just be careful when you book your excursions outside of a vendor, okay? Like outside of Carnival or outside of Royal Caribbean. Just be careful about it. Read the reviews and make sure it's okay before you do that booking. Yes. So Venture Shore, yeah, that's why I said them. Venture Shore, he says guarantees back to the ship. Right. So that's why I'm saying I have not used Project Expedition for like the shore excursions ones. So be careful because there are other vendors like Viator, they have excursions too. So just be careful when booking with them. Okay. Read the reviews. So on top of that, they have multi-day. So these are going to be like little trips that you guys can take, Africa, all of that. And then, like I said, they have the affiliate link. I'm going to show you guys real quick how to get the affiliate link because it's really hard to get to and it took me a long time to find it. So you're going to come in here and then you're going to click on partner admin and then it's right here, right underneath here. I don't know why they put it there, but that's where it's at. Okay, so Desiree, when it comes to the registration, only put what's required. I don't think it requires the website. If it does require a website, put your EVO travel agent. And the location, if it doesn't have a requirement, don't fill that in. But if it's a location, put your address. Okay, if you don't feel comfortable, try and put Archers, but that's what it's probably looking for. A lot of those questions won't be required. I know they ask a lot, especially on Project Expedition. They're going to ask you your personal choices and everything. They ask a ton in there. You're welcome. All right, so let's keep going. Any questions about Project Expedition? Are we good on that one? All right. Nobody said anything, so I'm gonna keep going. Next one that we have is Villas of Distinction. So Villas of Distinction is one of my favorite to offer. I'm gonna tell you right now, they're expensive. Okay. These are for your bougie clients that want top-notch villas with the bachelor service and all of that fancy stuff. This is where it's at. All right. You don't find these type of villas really much. I would say sometimes you can find them in back, but they're very hard to find in Vax. So if you have a client that just wants a villa, go through them, okay? On top of the luxury villas that they also offer European holidays, which we'll look at. They have a lot of different cashback offers for clients, so I think that's pretty cool. And they give us a lot of bonus commission. Now, bills of distinction is really weird about their registration. Let's look at it real quick. You're bougie. All right. Hey, they say you got to market for the clients that you want. So if you want to book a client with the villa, then make sure you market for that. You can't market, for the $300 trip. Well, then you're only going to get what, $10 in commission. That's because you marketed it. So you get what you market. All right. So villas of distinction. Oh my God. Aim high. Why book MSC when you can book Silver Sea? I love that. MNC is not as bougie as Silver Sea. I completely agree with it. Silver Sea is, ooh, it's pricey, but it's pretty. Okay, so now it wants me to sign up. I don't want to sign up. I want to sign in. Like I said, it's really weird how you book things. So I've noticed too, it says travel advisors, right? But let me show you how you have to book it. Here's the guy that created it. Thank you, Mr. Steve. We appreciate you. So let's just find one real quick so I can show you. Let's do destinations. I'm trying to make it as easy as possible. Whatever. No, thank you. Okay. So when you're booking, how to get paid for it, this is important. Let me show you because I don't want to come back later and then you'd be like, I didn't get paid. All right. Good. Search. All right, let's go. Is this it? Okay, fine. Pick one. All right, now when you're going in here, do you see this part right here? This is the most important part for you booking right here. I am a travel advisor. You have to fill this out when you're doing the booking or you do not get paid. Does everybody understand that? I add a number. Have to have that. Remember I told you guys I add it. Now, when you're signing up with them as a travel advisor, okay, the point of that is so you can get your bonus commissions, etc. You still have to sign up for them, but when you're doing the booking, you have to click on this part. Does everybody get that? Are we good? Consorta, in case you need their consorta, is travel leaders. And then guest first and last name. The information here is your information. Make sure you put your email and your phone number because you're inquiring about this. They have to put all the process together. You're not gonna just book it. It's not like a not like booking Expedia where you just go in and book it, right? It doesn't work like that. So you inquire it. It's kind of like Brendan Vacations and the Ireland tours. The Consorta is a travel leaders network. Always make sure you guys write that down because you'll get that question a lot too. If they don't want to use the IATA, they'll ask you for the Consorta. Okay, so travel leaders network. All right, so they're pretty cool. I like them, right? They're nice, but they are pricey. You can see if it's up to 10 guests. So if you got 10 people and it's $2,200 a night, I mean, you could literally break that down pretty cheap and have a nice 6.5 bathroom, 5 bedroom. I mean, look at this. This is nice, right? Yes, yes. Culture Holidays was. Oh, okay. I have a question. One second. Yeah. So Malia, yes, Culture Holidays was the first supplier I mentioned, and then Project Expedition. And then the consorta always is going to be Travel Leaders Network as our consorta. So, and if you ever need to learn about Travel Leaders Network, you can find them in the agent universe. Yeah. So we're going to get into Vacasa in a second. So yes, you are right. We'll talk about them in a minute. So it says where you have to send in an invoice once you've made the booking in order to get paid. Or do they automatically send the check to Archer? So anytime that you're doing Vacasa, Villas of Distinction, whatever you're doing, they're going to make the connection part, right? But you'd still have to submit in a commission tracking form in order to get paid because they're going to send the check to Archer because you're registered under Archer. Like that IATA number alone is going to connect you to Archer, right? But when they send that money to Archer, Archer needs to know what to do with it. So that's why we have to do a commission tracking form. Oh, and Viking River Cruises is another one we went over. You are right. All right. So any other questions about Villas of Distinction? I like them. I like to market them, even though my clients aren't this bougie. I like to dream about it. Maybe go there myself. All right. So let's go on to the next one. So as you can already see, World of Hyatt Inclusive Collection. So you can book Dreams, Secret, Zoetry, and more. They have a rewards program, which is double the points. They have training, which equals more rewards. And then they also have specific niche training. So if you're looking for like wedding training, group training, anything like that, they do that. So I like them for that part. If you're in a all-inclusive person, like you want to book all-inclusive, this is the vendor you want to have. They have the best all-inclusive, and it's not because when people think of all-inclusive, a lot of times they just think of sandals and beaches for us travel agents. That's where we automatically go, but that's not what's really booking. Yeah, some people book sandals, but most people are going to book over here with the Dream, Secret, Poetry, exclusives, all that, right? So let's get into them real quick. Now, I have a hard time registering with them right now. I was registered, and then I don't think I clicked the activation email. I have to. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it because sometimes I think I'm registered with them, and then sometimes it might be the other vendor. I got a lot of vendors, but I like it because every time I get down to a part where I'm like, I can't find a price cheaper, I get upset. I'm like, oh, where can I find this? It's so good to have all these different vendors because then I can just go back through it, go back through my list, right? And say, all right, did I check this one? Did I check this one? So this is them right here. Here is all of their resorts and hotels. They have a lot. Um, this is where a lot of people go when they go to the Caribbeans, etc. Okay, they even have them in Spain. They have them everywhere. So don't be afraid to use them. If you book with them directly, I know they pay more this way. You can still book through Vax, whatever, right? But you get more of a reward by booking through them. Does that make sense? Have you ever heard of that? If you go to the vendor or go directly, sometimes it's better. Okay, this is one of those situations. So they have different things. Book Americas, Book Europe is how they work. and then you just kind of search, okay? But this is the thing I'm telling you guys, it won't let me in right now. I don't know what I did to it. I used to get in all the time. Let's see if I click here. Let me try. I got kicked out. I think I didn't activate it fast enough. So they have a master agent program and then a collusion. I used to work for them. Oh yeah, they do have great rewards. Absolutely. So they have two different programs. So make sure you guys pick the right one. One of them is for master agent, which is the rewards. So this is the one who's already enrolled. Maybe that's what happened to me. Maybe I get kicked out because I used to be I used to be with them. I probably got kicked out. So let's try for those who are starting out, try this one. Okay, go here. I don't think it's gonna let me log in anymore. I don't know what I did to it. I think I broke it. I'm gonna have to come back in here and fix it. But either way, it's pretty easy to register with, right? Affiliate type. We have the IATA. That's all you guys have to do each time is IATA, IATA, right? Their advisor type, you're a home-based advisor. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then they're going to ask you different preferences, okay? You don't have to have the exact answer. Sometimes they'll ask you things like, what's the amount of money you're going to make this year? I don't know. Like, just put something in there. They don't have to know. All right. But that is them. I do struggle with the fact that they're not letting me in right now, but that's okay. You guys probably will have better success. But here's what I wanted to show you too. The weddings and the honeymoons is very important. And then if you come down here, they have education, sharpen your schools or your skills. They have a whole program just for Hyatt inclusive altogether. And then the when you complete that program, they give you more rewards too. So make sure you guys do that. All right. They're good for Caribbean, Mexico, Spain, all inclusive, excessive, all of this. That's what they're for. Right. Does anybody have any questions about them? I'm going pretty fast. Well, it's 30 minutes in and I'm only on the fourth vendor. So trying. Um, did you say that they have separate collections for registration? No. So they have two spots. They have people that used to be registered with them, and then they have the ones that are new. So it's going to be this one right here, an inclusive collection confidence. This is the one you want. You're welcome. All right. So any questions about World of Hyatt Inclusive Collection? Anybody? We're good? All right, let's go to the next one. Remind you, this is being recorded, so if you feel like I am going too fast, you guys, I'll post it on my YouTube later, and you guys can just go back to which one you missed. Okay? Oh, I skipped it. All right. So the next one that we're going to be going over is, I never say this right, but I want to say it's Trafalgar. If I'm butchering it, forgive me, but they are a pretty common vendor, but they're a common vendor that people forget about. So I brought them in here because people forget about them all the time. Trafalgar. Yeah, that's it. That's close as I go. So the greatest thing about them that I like is they have tours to everywhere and they have a lot of promo codes. So if you need to find a good deal for a tour, this is one of the vendors that I would go to. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at them. Oh, get me out. There we go. So get in there. Oh, put travel agent at the end of everything. I think it's gonna be this one. Let's go. Yep, this is it. Okay. Click on agent login. You want to do register as a new agent. Oh, do that. You're not an agency. You are an agent. Always remember, agent, not agency. And you guys can get registered with them. All you need is the IATA number. Sometimes it requires the consorta, which is the travel agent, travel leaders network. So this is them. They're pretty cool. They partner with quite a few companies, so it kind of depends on where you're booking. Let me see if I can see the ones that they have. They also do groups, which is pretty good if you want that. Here we are. So these are the people that they partner with, and there's a reason that you want to see these. So Trafalgar will offer certain tours to certain locations. But the ones that like right here, the Brendan Vacations, they have the best Ireland tours whatsoever. I mean, they have amazing prices for Ireland tours, and I use them a lot for them, but they're inside of here. So a lot of times people don't know about them. So if you have a tour that you're trying to book and you can't find it anywhere or you don't like the ones that they're offering, open this part up right here. Where did I go? To our brands under this vendor and then take a look because they have what? Oh, how rude. Here we are. They ha okay. Well, I want to scroll down, but it's not gonna let me. There we go. I don't know why. What is going on here? This website, wild. But you guys get the idea. Okay. Check these out. Sometimes Kentucky is pretty popular, inspiring journeys. We work with all of these vendors, but it's kind of like Vax. You know how Vax has vendors inside the vendor? It's like that. So make sure that if you can't find the tour that you're looking for, the price, check them out too. Okay. But they do offer different tours. They have a lot of promo codes that I like. We need the promo codes. I was trying to find where we could book here. I don't have, I don't have my booking in here. I think it just wants me. Oh, there we go. I'm already inside. Sorry. There we go. All right. So you can see that it's through Trafalgar, but technically they have the other tours listed. So like Kentucky, Cost Saver. So you guys can pretty much find anything on here. And they have really good deals per person. I mean, look at this one. It's 12 days, 13 cities, and 8 countries for 1,940 per person. Now, I'll tell you, if you don't book tours normally, this normally doesn't include flights. Sometimes they will include flights, you just have to look. But for the most part, it's just going to be like the hotels, the transfers, a couple of activities, and then also maybe I think the food sometimes is included, just depends on certain meals. But a lot of people, when they want to go to different countries, but they don't want to book the trip themselves, they'll do a tour instead. And that's how they go to Ireland. Like a lot of people just don't want to go straight to Ireland. They don't know what to do there, so they'll do a tour. Where do you find the promos? It's going to be inside each, just like you see how I'm looking through here. This is going to be like a normal one. Search and book tours for Brendan. So these two websites you have to go separately, but just take a look through here. I mean, you can see was 805, 684 offers available. So they'll have different offers. It'll be inside of the cruise itself. I mean, not the cruise, the tour itself. Sorry. Which company is your favorite tour company and why? Culture Holidays, Trafalgar, TTC, Exotica, etc. So definitely, if I were to pick out of all of them, it would depend on what I'm looking for. Okay. The most comfortable one that I feel comfortable with booking is going to be Trafalgar because I've used them since I started. I've booked tours with them before. I've booked tours through Brendan Vacations before. So I like them in the sense that I feel comfortable with them, right? Culture Holidays, they're very popular inside Archer. So I feel pretty confident with them. Exotica, I got really bad reviews from a couple of my business partners. They chose a couple of tours through Exotica for their clients and they got bad reviews. So what's TTC? I know what it means, but I don't remember right now off the top of my head. But for the most part, I like Trafalgar, and that's why I'm bringing them up. People forget about them. Like when I first started, this is why do they call it? Oh, why do they call it TTC, but it's not TTC. What is this? I guess because it branches out that way, but it's supposed to be Trafalgar. You get what I'm saying? Oh, that's why. I was like, what are we doing? What do you mean? It's a different website. I see it now at the top, agentttc.com. Okay. Yeah, so in general, this is what I would use for my tours. I feel that they're the safest, and I don't have any bad reviews and I've actually used them for clients. But personal preference up to me, right? However you guys want to do that. You'll get used to using certain vendors after a while when you start booking them. You'll see which ones you like, which ones you don't like. Like just recently, I'll tell you guys another little secret that I found. Um, on Vax themselves, I started using United Vacations on Vax, and I had a client that was actually price like checking with me, and I was going against another agent, and I didn't know that at the time, but they shared it with me, and the agent was using Vax. And you want to know what the difference between me and that agent was? Is I used United Vacations inside Vax, and I dropped the price by $150 because they have a coupon right now. But that agent didn't know about that, right? same system, just different vendor. So I was able to book that client because of something so simple. So make sure you guys are using all of your vendors and trying different things. Don't be afraid to go outside your box. Okay. But yes, United Vacations, they have a really nice little promo code going right now that makes you guys cheaper than every other vendor. So check them out if you're booking an all inclusive. Okay, next one, downtown travel. We love downtown travel. Downtown is one of the places that I tell people if you can't find a flight, you don't like the flight prices, check downtown travel. And I mostly mean that for international. They're very, very good about international prices, but they offer a lot of different vendors inside one. So they got packages, hotels, air, transfer, car rentals. They even offer travel insurance, which is a pretty good rate. But I will tell you for my travel insurance, I still use Tinleg because they have an affiliate link. So Tinleg is probably the best bet. But if all fails, you guys can also use downtown travel for travel insurance if you want. All right. Now, downtown travel, I will tell you offhand, is very hard to register with. There is a video made by Downtown Travel on YouTube that can definitely help you with the registration. Um, if not, I don't know if are they listed in the back office? You guys know? I can't remember if they are or not. Oh, I have to log in. They are? Oh, they are? Okay. So you've had issues too. So it's really hard to register with them. I'm not gonna lie, but you definitely want to register with them, and I'm gonna tell you why. Let me see if I can find it. I might be able to find it. Oh, I spelled it wrong. Oh, I did it. Look at me. I did the training. I didn't even remember I did that 2 months ago. Huh. See, that's because I knew it was hard to register for. Let me share it. Look at me surprising myself. You might, oh yeah, I'll post it in the chat. I didn't even know I did that. I didn't even know. I didn't even remember. I've done so many trainings. Like on my YouTube alone, I have over 90 trainings. I don't remember what I did. All right, so there's a video on how to register with them. If you're watching this recording, literally just go to my page because I clearly did this 2 months ago. So register with Downtown Travel. All right. Now, let's get into them since we figured that part out. You know, you do too much when you forget what you did, right? So let me log in. Oh, I'm already logged in. All right, cool. So downtown travel, they have, like I said, different vendors inside of it. That's what's so confusing. This one's for the air. This is the best one for the air right here. They have hotels and packages. This is your basic booking engine. They have a tour operator. There's the travel insurance. There's car rental, and they do just transfers in general. They also have a group form up here too. So you can do group. And then they pay your commission through your bank. They don't go through Archer. So that's pretty cool. But there's a stipulation to that. I can't open it because you're going to see my personal information, but make sure they're going to ask you for a credit card when you register. And that's why they're asking you for it so they can pay you. Okay. But make sure when you're checking out that you're not paying with your credit card. There should be a spot to the right when you're doing a booking that will say company card and then it will say client card. You'll click on the part that says client card and put in their information, or you'll use your own card for booking. So can I do an air example of Apollo to Rio? Sure, that's my birthday. Must be nice to travel that far. Birthday. Brazil. Let's go to Brazil. Now, granted that this is, oh look, I can't even book that. That's too close. I don't think that's gonna work. Why won't it let me book it? Oh, for security purposes, you cannot book flights that part within 14 days. For further assistance, yeah, you're gonna have a hard time booking that flight this close. For downtown, I wouldn't use the downtown travel for them. I would do the cheapest place I found flights. I just did an international flight yesterday, and the cheapest place I found flights was EVO Rewards for that. So, now of course flights don't include commission, so you guys make sure you do instant commission for the flight. Okay. Sorry to put you down there. My bad. You're gonna have to go 14 days out, which makes sense because a lot of people Nobody should be booking flights that soon, especially to Brazil. So unless you know them, be careful with booking them because nobody books a flight that soon to Brazil unless you know them. 112. Okay, 112 I can do. There we go. You just want to see an example? I got you. Okay, that I can handle. But if that's a real booking, just be careful, okay? Why? Oh, you're booked for Brazil? Oh, you're going? That's cool. Why isn't it working here? What did I do? Air tickets? Do we want the same thing? They just did this update and it's wild, but all right. I guess I'll type in the same thing twice. I don't know why it wants that, but we'll keep going. The transfers are gonna be I have to go back. It did the same flight twice. I guess I don't know why. Go away. Yeah, one way. One flight. There we go. 329. I don't know how much you're finding it for, but it's nonstop too. Then they have baggage included, refundable. Not bad. And I don't know how much you're finding it for, but that's an example of how it works. Okay. And that's the price for two adults, by the way. Oh, and they have commission. Oh, look at me online. Look at this. Commission. It has commission. We never get commission on this. Okay. We'll take that. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, somebody said, where do you find transfers? You got to go back out of here. Let me go back out. I'm way too deep in this now. I added like 3 flights on that part. Let me out. Where are we at? Oh, home. This part right here. What did you ask for transfers? Yeah, transfers are right here. And then they got car rental, travel insurance, and yeah. Now, did you notice something on the right-hand corner right here? This is a credit card. You are approved for ticketing. Basically, you can charge this to that card, okay? Do not do that unless you have pure intentions of paying it back. That is a very dangerous slope that you can go down, okay? My agent booked here so much on downtown travel. She became the automatic flight booker for her community that she lived in, that her limit went up to $30,000. Now, I always tell her, don't use it, okay? But it is there, right? And I don't know exactly what it entails because I've refused to use it, but you can technically if you wanted to. And they do approve you based off of your social. So that's a real line of credit. You don't see that screen when you log in. You have to, did you just sign up, Patty? Like right now? You have to complete your registration. Oh no. Does you don't have this at all, like at the top right here? Because I have to click inside here to get to that part. Like I have to click in this to get to it. But if you don't, you have to click on this part that says my account and you have to go in there and like edit it, like complete it. There will be certain spots that you have to check off. I go over it inside my video, my training video, where I show you guys how to do it. Because if you don't complete that, they won't let you book. So make sure it has all checks on that part. Okay. All right. Any other questions about downtown travel? We're almost done, guys. I like downtown travel. I really do. All right. Next one we have is room res. Everybody should be registered with room res. Is anybody in here not registered with room res? The reason why I bring them up is because people forget about room res. And I love is there anybody who's not registered with room res here? I'm not, but I'm new. Okay. So a week in on your 7th day with Evolution and Archer, you will get an invite from room res to register with them. It does expire, so make sure you open it. Okay. So check if you've already hit your 7th day here, check your email that you signed up with through Evolution. Your first booking was with room rent. I love that, Amanda. You never got yours, Marie. Okay. You never got your invitation to room rent. I'm going to, how am I going to write this out for you guys? I'm going to back out here. Ooh, where'd we go? We're almost done. We got 3 vendors left. after room res. I'm gonna put this right here though, so you guys can see it, because if I say it out loud, you're not gonna understand. So you're gonna message EVO supplier help at archertravel.com. Not all uppercase like I just did it, lowercase. So it's EVO supplier help at archertravel.com. Okay. Tell them, hey, I never got my invite to room res, or hey, I never registered with room res, whatever. They will send you a new invite so you guys can register with them. Does everybody get that? You're welcome. All right. Anytime you struggle with a vendor, like if you register with Vax and then you're like, oh man, did I register with Vax? You can ask them questions. They will help you. They are very, very on point about their registration. Okay. They're the go-to. And if not, use your back office, the blue chat box, but that's the direct supplier help. Okay. So let's go into a room res. Now, recently, when we were in convention, they released the tours. They used to not do tours. So they do hotels, transfers, attractions, and car rentals. I don't really use them too much for that. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes I do. It's like when you're going down the list of vendors and you're like, which one shall I do? This one's not working. I don't like this price, whatever, right? I will go in and choose one of these, right? I will go through room res and check the price just to verify, etc. So cool thing about them is that they kind of give you double commission. They're gonna pay you in cash, right? Or whatever through Archer. But you see this part right here where it says rewards to spend. They're also going to give you commission on top of that. So that will go towards your rewards to spend. It's actual cash though that you can use for room res, and you can use that on future bookings for your client, or you can use it for yourself. Okay. So anytime you book with them, you kind of get double commission without getting double commission, if that makes sense. You can see I've used them quite a bit. I have a lot of held itineraries. They do hold them, they do confirm them. You can view them here after you book them. And then look, tailored tours are now live. They have really, really good tours. I like their tours. Let's look at the tours. That's why I normally use them. So they have multi-day tours, tailored tours, which means you get to pick what you want, how to hold one. Well, for the hotels, I could try. Let me see if it'll let me. Oh, let's do Greece. Let's go to Santorini. Oh, that's not, come on, come on. 2023. It is at the end of the year. Let's go. We're in 2024. Yeah. Yeah. Amber says she booked the tour for Los Angeles that my client really loves through Room Red. Yes, they have really good tours. And these people are so nice. Like the people that run this, I think they're either, I want to say they're from Australia, somewhere. I don't remember exactly. Maybe England. I think, I can't remember. But we met them and they came from there to convention just to show us these tours, and their like performance and everything was amazing. But they do have good prices. 10% deposit to secure. So let's just click on this one. Let me see if it'll let me hold it. I'm not sure if tours can hold. I normally hold a whatchamacallit. I normally have to do the hotel. Okay, let's just say this one. What? Why don't you let me use that date? Well, maybe not. Oh Lord, it has a lot of notes. It's not letting me book it. Okay. This whole page. Oh, there it goes. Was it glitching? Like what happened there? Let me go out further. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not me. Okay. Maybe not that tour. Held booking. That's what somebody was asking me about. I don't have any right now, but it said I did. Hmm. Oh, look. Here we are. So these are going to be itineraries that I created. That's why. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so I'm going to Dallas. I'm going to the Marriott to see if they have it. So they don't have the best options for hotels, but I like their tours. So we're gonna try it. Watch it be cheaper, and then I'm gonna be mad. Allen convention area. And I'm going the 26th through the 27th, one room, only one adult, but let's try it. Okay. Oh, look, they have on Archer special rate. This is our rate. This is online rate. That's the commission that's tacked in, right? So if we do Archer, I'm gonna book it for myself. I'm not booking it for somebody, so I don't need the commission here. They book room is not cheaper than what I have found, but there is a spot right here where it says hold and pay later. Do you see that? Or if you don't want to hold it at all, you just want to show them the price, you click create itinerary. So I'm assuming this is only for hotels, but that's how I did it. Hold and pay later. It'll hold it, I think, for what it will say. Click and hold this booking. You'll need to pay for the booking within 7 days from today. If you do not pay, it'll be canceled. So you can come in here, say if you have a client that wants to book something, but they're not sure yet, you can hold it. Okay. If you don't pay it, they'll cancel it out. But if not, it's held. Look, they even have a created template for marketing purposes and stuff like that. So even if you don't book with them, guys, still use them for this. Go in there and create your itinerary. Just change the price because their itineraries are pretty nice, right? So that's how you do that. Check on the prices though for the tours because that tour is not doing what I wanted to do. But they do attractions. So if you guys need tickets, you can check in here. Car rentals and transfers. All right. Is there any questions about rebrand? That was a lot. Any questions at all? Nope. All right, let's finish the last couple of vendors we have. Okay. Well, let's just next Vacation Express. So how many of you guys are registered with the Vacation Express? Is anybody in here registered with them yet? They're popular, but they're not popular. Like if you book Caribbeans, you need to know about them. Yes, you're all registered. That's good. All right. So a lot of new agents don't know about them and they don't necessarily know where to go when it comes to the Caribbean. This is one of my starter spots always. And I'm going to show you why. I love Vacation Express. If you don't have it, please get registered with them because they are amazing. So a couple of things. They do mostly Caribbean or Mexico destinations. They have deal packages, which I'm going to show you. That's my favorite part about them, where I do all my mock bookings from. I'll show you the little secret. They do packages, which include flights and hotels and resorts. And they also do weddings and group travel. They're very, very popular for the wedding and group travel too. I don't know if we have Vacation Express by now. All you need is your IATA number. They're very easy to register with. But to get to them, well, let's go here. You might have to check the Empire Academy or whatever team you're on to see, okay, if they have it. If not, I can create one. That's a good idea. Why did I go to VAX? We're not going to VAX. We're going to Vacation Express. All right, and then I'm gonna do travel agent portal. Make my life easier. There we go. Okay. Am I signed in? No. Human verification. Oh yeah. So that's a good point. I always forget that some of these are listed in the back office. Vacation Express is listed on the back office. And Ladina, thank you. You are correct. To get registered with them, you do have to send that email to that lady. And I don't remember. It's in the thing. But I've had Vacation Express since I started and I've been here for almost 2 years. So I'm not gonna remember that off the top of my head. But Ladina has saved us and I appreciate you. Yes, to get registered with them, there's an email It's listed in there, and you have to ask for permission to be added underneath us, is how it works. So Amanda, how do you know exactly which each vendor is good for? So kind of just as I'm going through the training, I'm just showing you guys, like, for example, on this one, um, where are we at? Whoa, wrong one. Sorry, we're on Vacation Express. This is what it's good for. It's good for the Caribbean and Mexico. They have deal packages and they do like flights, hotels, resorts, and weddings and group travel. That's all Vacation Express does. So if you need to know which one's good for, if you just kind of maybe, go through it with me, if I recorded it, so you can replay it. But on each slide, I show you guys what they're good for, like what they're known for. So, meaning in general, I'm always confused what vendor to use when. So it's very common when you first start to be confused with which vendor to use. If it's land travel, I automatically start with VAX. VAX is my go-to. If it's a tour, then I'm gonna figure out where the tour is going. That depends on what vendor you use. Okay. So always reach out to your mentor. I don't know how new you are or if you're new at all. But anytime I don't know which vendor to go to, I just reach out to my mentor, who's Emily Jimenez. She knows everything. So I just tell her, hey, what vendor do I use for this? And then you kind of get comfortable using certain ones. So in general, you're gonna at first not know where to go, right? But you'll get used to it very quickly. You know how everybody likes Expedia? You'll have your vendor that you like just like that. That'll be your go-to vendor, right? Speaking of Expedia, you guys know now they're paying 80%, so don't be afraid to use them. I used to not use them because they paid 50%, but hey, you're gonna pay us more, we'll use you, right? All right. So here is Vacation Express. They have the packages, the flights, hotels, and destinations, etc. Right? Weddings, group travel, great. Um, very interesting marketing. Trip insurance. They're having issues with their new site. I would reach out to them. I haven't had too many problems with it, but honestly, I normally just do my mock bookings in here. Yes, they do pay 80%. They used to pay 50%. So now Expedia Tap is that. Yeah, I know. You're adding this to the Excel shared for vendor passwords, a little description of each vendor to remember what they're about. That's a good idea. Yeah, if you guys, most of you should have a vendor sheet. Keep a vendor sheet somewhere. You use them for a last minute trip. Nice. Can you use the ad showing how to market? Yeah, so that's what I do for. Let's get into that. So they have several things, guys. They have reward programs, they have fly free programs, they have a lot of stuff for us. So check that out on your own time, okay? They have the charter flights, which are very, very hard to find and very uncommon. So check out that if you need a charter flight. They have trip insurance, they have the hold it option, they have price match, reduced deposit plan. They have a lot of stuff in here that you guys can use to your advantage. Okay. Now, my favorite thing in here is going to be this part where it says deal. So I will find a generic city. I'm from Houston, Texas, so that's typically where I go to. This is how I make a lot of my mock bookings. Um, you can see these are best vacation packages from Houston. They do all the work for you. So we have the Blue Bay, all right, 5 nights, and this is per person. It should be per person. Where did it go? Yeah, it's per person. I don't know why it's not listing it like that, but definitely per person. So you guys can take these kind of packages. Sometimes I just screenshot it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I will come in here and just snip it right there. You can do $200 resort credits. Look at this, 808, 5 nights. This includes all-inclusive package with round trip flights. Okay, they have a lot of different options, but I use these all the time for my mock bookings. And I will put like 4 or 5 of these together. And a lot of times I just, like I said, I just snip it in here. And I'll put 4 or 5 of these together and I'll be like, get away from Houston, Texas or wherever. So if you have, do absolutely include the city name and hotel. Yeah, absolutely. Um, what the reason we're doing this is because you're trying to make it easier for them. Like not all the times when you're doing bookings for people, it's not always going to be about the best price. Sometimes it's more so the service that you're doing for them. But if you have a price issue, they price match. So don't be afraid to reach out to them. Okay. But yes, I use them a lot for marketing and they do have some good deals and they're very easy to book with. and they're easy to modify if you need to. I also use them a lot. If you guys know anything about me, I do book a lot of weddings. So I do use them for the wedding stuff too. They have a lot of good stuff, like just weddings in general. Um, but y'all know that the wedding part gets booked separately. So it's a little different. This is just the hotel part. Okay. They do price match, yeah. If you go back here, oh, where was I? Because I wasn't in this part when I first logged in. Let me go here. We'll open it back up. Oh, I like how it says human verification. Yeah, price match right here. You can just reach out to them. Oh, that's why. I was in deals, wasn't I? Okay, cool, I did. Yeah. So they have all different stuff in here that you guys can take a look at. The Hold It is one of my favorite. They do have a reduced deposit plan, but that just depends on the hotel itself. That's not specific. But yeah, that's pretty much what I use them for. I really like their stuff marketing in general. They're so easy to use because they put the packages together for us, which saves a lot of time. A lot of time. So if you have a major city that you're out of or have your clients out of, check them out. Okay. Any questions about Vacation Express? No? All right, we got two vendors left and then I'm done spewing out the knowledge. I promise. All right, so another one that we don't really hit on too much is Vacasa. A lot of you guys will come across vacation home rentals, especially now. A lot of people will start booking, the winter getaways, the January, February. A lot of people like to go to the mountains, etc. This is where you'll want to go for that. Okay. So they have Gulf Shores. I put Gulf Shores because I'm from there. I don't know. You probably don't even know what that is. Fort Myers, Aspen, Palm Springs. They have these kind of vacation rental homes. Okay. So let's take a look at them real quick. Oops. Now they have a weird login process. This is not my login. No, no. Hold on. Oops. It just went to the website. I don't want it to go to the website. There we go. Oh, okay. Malia says she goes twice a year to the Gulf Shores, being from New Orleans. Yeah, Celine, you know what I'm talking about. Gulf Shores is pretty popular, but I don't think I realized how unpopular it was. This is not it. That's what I'm saying. Don't do this one. That's not it. This is it. There's two when you go to Vacasa. So if you do this, this is for you to list your house. I know it's a travel agent program, but there's two. And I might be backwards. Hold on, let me check it. Why is it doing my phone number? There's no way that could be it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. I was gonna say. So this is the one you want. Don't do the first one here. Okay. Not the Vacasa. That's to list your house. This one right here is the travel agent portal, and it has to be mybookingpal.com. Okay. It's a southern thing. Yeah. All right. So they have a lot of top locations. There's Gulf Shores, Alabama, Fort Walton. They have a lot of different things that you guys can check out. Aspen, I know they don't have anything right now. Well, yeah, because look at the dates. Ashley, come on. No wonder. Let's see if they have anything that close. No. You're gonna have to probably go out a little bit further because these are not the same as hotels. These are actual houses that are getting rented out, right? But you guys get the general idea. I like them in general because they're good to use. A lot of people like vacation homes, but you don't know where to go for them. And I've seen agents where they will, oh my God, total agency commission. How? Wow. Okay. Never mind. You see why we like them? Why is the commission so much? I mean, I'm not gonna complain, but wow. Okay. Um, anyways, so a lot of people will say like when they go do vacation rentals, they want to use Expedia because Expedia is linked to Verbo, which is our version of Airbnb. So if you don't find nothing on there that you like, feel free to check out Vacasa. Now, write down this vendor too. All right, this is another option. I just didn't want to show you thousands of vendors. But if you don't like Vacasa, you guys can also check out Red Awning. Okay, that's what it's called, Red Awning Pro to be exact. Red Awning is a good one too. That will teach you, that will show you different vacation house rentals, but they have more of a cabin feature than just vacation rentals. Okay, did everybody get that? It's called Red Awning Pro is the other one. Oh, I'll write it out for you. I mean, I could just go to them real quick too. We could just go to them, you know, hold on. But yes, I use Vacasa. There we go. Somebody put it in the link. Thank you. Now I just click on it. Tra Red Awning Travel Pro to be exact. They're pretty popular, but they do the same thing. Like they just have more of a, for me, they just seem more cabiny. Like they have hot properties coming soon. Oh, look, I didn't even know that. These are good. That's gonna help us a lot. But y'all saw how much the commission is in here, so don't be afraid to go here too. But you'll get these certain clients that just want these features, and if they want these features, they'll pay for it. Okay. So yeah, that commission. Oh, I'm gonna have to show some of these. Hold on, because that's a lot of commission. I know we only get 80% of it, but still, I'll take it. All right. So there's another one if you guys are interested. Red Awning, same type of registration. It's just another different type of vendor that does the same thing. Okay. Any questions um at all about those? We have one more, and then we're done. So if you have questions, just put in the chat. I'll stop talking. Fine. Don't worry about it. All right. But the last one that we're going to go over is another tour vendor. This one was suggested to me because they do different types of tours. Mostly, yes, for Vacasa and Red Awning do cabins. You just have to search in that specific area. But that's where they do the cabins at, is the Vacasa and the Red Awning. So that's what you want to use them for. Okay. Now, with CIE tours, the reason why we wanted to show them to you is because they do tours that are not very common. So they have an extensive product, okay, what they said, in Europe and the 22 most visited countries. So I wanted to show them to you because you guys are going to come across a lot of different tour companies. And for example, Trafalgar is one of them, but Trafalgar is going to have very limited areas that they do tours. So if you have somebody who wants to do a tour in Europe, this is probably one of the most popular vendors you're going to want to go with. Okay. So let me open them. CIE Tours travel agent. It's not this guy or this guy. It's this one. Okay. Don't click on that one or that one. You have to come down here. Ireland, Scotland, UK, all-inclusive vacations and tours. They're pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. So login. Yes, I'm a travel agent. Let's see if this works. Oof. It pays to save your passwords, man. Let me tell you. Because now I can tell you from this right here that I signed up through Archer. So that's how you guys have to do your sign up. Okay. But I just signed up with them the other day because it was suggested to me. But you can see all destinations. So they have Ireland, Scotland, England, multi-destination. The normal one that we use for Ireland is that Brendan Vacations and Trafalgar, but this is another good option. Okay. They have different types of tours. Make sure you guys pay attention to these because a guided tour is a little bit different between a custom private driver. Okay. Independent adventures. There's different types, so make sure you guys pay attention to them. They have different promotions. And then what's the difference? Let's go. Let me just click on something here. So you guys look at this little baby. Okay. The inclusive. The CII tours includes every experience and most meals, so you don't get hidden expenses. That's gonna be the difference with them too. But here you go, just some examples. They have different tours that you guys can check out. Okay. They do a self-drive option. That's what it is for independent. So, okay. So Nicole says, in general, do you recommend signing up with Hotel Brown directly? Europe Express, yeah, we can talk about them too. Hotel brands directly, like Marriott and Hilton. Yes, absolutely. So I signed up with Marriott and I was gonna book with Marriott the other day, but I actually got my booking cheaper on ticketsatwork.com. I don't know why, but I did. So Marriott is good for the rewards, and Marriott's really good if you have your CLIA card because you guys get bonus commission with CLIA, including Marriott. So they're good for that. And you get their fantastic rates. So if you have a CLIA card, better have Marriott. All right. But how do you sign up for tickets at work? I can show you. But for the most part, no. You can book direct with vendors, okay? If you want to book directly with the hotel, tell them your IATA number and they will still pay you commission 90% of the time. Some of them don't work with travel agents and they'll tell you right out the front to we don't do that, all right? But then there's other people that vendors you can just call and say, hey, I want to do this booking, or you register with their travel agent portal using their IATA. So yeah, don't be afraid to book direct too. You can do that absolutely. Europe Express. I have Europe Express, but I didn't put them in here for some reason. Europe Express is good. Agent login. I'm pretty sure I got registered with them. They were one of the vendors I was actually going to go over, but I don't know if I got approved for them yet. Because sometimes these take a while to get approved for. I don't think so, because it would pop up. All right, so maybe let's try it. Did I do it? No. All right, so I haven't done them yet. I don't really do trains, I don't, to be honest with you. But they do have different things inside of them. So Europe Express is pretty good too. They offer a wide variety of booking of all places. Okay, so I can't get into them yet because I actually haven't registered with them, but they have air, hotels, transfers, the rail, which is the most important part, post free cruise. Basically, if you guys are gonna book a tour in Europe, you guys combine it with this part, okay? Because a lot of Europe you have to have the rail, you have to do the express to get through it. So this would be a good one to have if you book a lot of Europe. Okay. All right. So I'm going to answer the rest of these questions, but real quick, I'm going to stop recording. So if you guys have any more questions from watching this recording, feel free to go ahead and just put the comments below. And I will definitely help you guys out. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.